Right now, there is a silent shift happening. Not in 5 years, not in the future. Right now. AI is changing who gets to win. The craziest part? The people winning are not the smartest in the room. They're not developers. They're not Silicon Valley engineers. They're normal people. People sitting in their bedrooms with a laptop, Wi-Fi, and the courage to try seriously. You do not need to know how to code. You do not need a computer science degree. You don't need investors. You don't need a fancy office. That era is over. Today, AI and no-code tools have leveled the playing field. Businesses are overwhelmed. They're drowning in repetitive tasks, manual work, customer messages, content creation, data entry, lead follow-ups. They know they need automation. They know they need AI, but they don't know how to build it. And that gap right there, that is your opportunity. A few years ago, building systems like this required entire teams, developers, designers, huge budgets. Now, one focused person can build powerful AI systems using simple drag and drop tools. You don't need to learn everything. You don't need 20 skills. You need one clear system, one valuable solution, one outcome you can confidently deliver. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 AI systems you can build starting today. These are real. These are sellable. These are scalable. Pick one, commit to it, build it, sell it, and stop being a spectator in the AI revolution and start being a player.
Now, before we start, let me be honest. A lot of videos make this look instant and easy. It's not magic. You still need to invest time. You still need to learn and put in the focus work. But the opportunity is real if you treat it serious. And if you want support, you can join our free community as well. Be your custom guide and help you build step by step. Now, the 4 AI systems we will be covering in this video are the chatbots, AI automations, voice agents, and custom AI apps. And we are starting with chatbots because businesses are losing leads every day. And a simple AI chatbot can answer questions, qualify customers, and book appointments 24/7 without you writing a single line of code. Let's start with the first system, chatbots. This is the easiest entry point into AI service. A chatbot is a text-based AI solution that can communicate with customers automatically. It can be integrated directly into a website or connected to platforms like WhatsApp and Telegram. And this is important. Businesses are already using chatbots everywhere. Why? Because customers expect instant responses. If someone visits a website and asks a question and nobody replies for hours, they deal. That's a lost lead. Chatbots solve that. Businesses use them for customer support. They use them for answering common questions like pricing, availability, or service details. They use them for simple troubleshooting. They even use them for collecting contact details and qualify potential customers. Instead of hiring someone to sit and reply to repetitive messages all day, the chatbot handles it automatically 24/7. No breaks, no delays, no missed opportunities. For businesses, this means less manual work, low staffing cost, fast response times, and better customer satisfaction. And here's where you come in. Most small and medium businesses don't know how to build this system. They know they need automation, but they don't know how to set it up properly. That's the gap you can fill. And the best part, you don't need to code. You can build powerful chatbots using no-code tools like Zapier or Manychat. These platforms are mostly drag and drop. You create conversation flows, you connect triggers, you automate response. You integrate with email systems or CRMs. It is structured logic, not programming. Now let's talk about the pricing aspect as well. Pricing depends on complexity. A basic chatbot that answers FAQs and collects content information can be priced lower. Perfect for small businesses just getting started. But once you start adding automation, connecting to booking systems, syncing it to Google Sheets or a CRM, adding lead qualification logic, setting up follow-up sequence, that becomes a higher value solution. And businesses are willing to pay more for systems that directly increases revenue or reduced workload. So this isn't just building a bot. It's building a solution that saves time and generates money. That is why chatbots are the easiest space to start. Clear value, clear use case, and simple tools to build with. This is what a typical chatbot interface looks like inside of Zapier. In here, you can add your own rating inside. You can add the directive, which is the objective of this chatbot, the communication style should be, and other rules that your business might have. And one important feature is that you can also handle knowledge base over here. inside knowledge page, you can put information about your company, what kind of services you have, if you are dealing with product availability and using this chatbot for those kind of purposes. You can make sure to upload loads relevant CSV files relevant to those, and the chatbot will answer according to those knowledge bases. And when it comes to logic, this is how your chatbots react to certain instances. For example, you can add a Z button to trigger when a customer says, I need more help. The chatbot can then contact a human without continuing the conversation. Those kind of stuff can be handled inside Zapier through these methods. Now let's move on to the second system, AI automations. This is where things start getting shaky. AI automation is about eliminating repetitive tasks inside the business. And if you look closely at any company, small or large, you will notice something. They are full of repetitive work, sending follow-up emails, manually responding to leads, moving data from one platform to another, updating spreadsheets, notifying team members, assigning tasks. It sounds small, but when you add it up, it eats hours every single day. That's where automation comes in. AI automation connects different tools together and make them talk to each other automatically. For example, when a new lead fills out a form, the system can automatically send a personalized email, add them to a CRM, notify the sales team, create a task, and even schedule a follow-up, all without a human touching it. That is powerful. Businesses need this everywhere. In emails, in lead handling, in internal workflows, in onboard processes, in reporting. Automation saves a lot of time. And when you save time, you reduce human effort. When you reduce human effort, you reduce cost. And when you reduce cost or increase speed, businesses pay attention. Now, here's the opportunity for you. Most businesses owners know they are wasting time, but they don't know how to fix it. They don't know how to connect their tools. They don't understand workflows. That's where you have to step in as the person who designs the system. And again, you don't need to code. There are powerful no-code platforms that let you build this system visually. For example, NA10, Make.com, Zapier. These platforms allow you to connect different tools like email platforms, CRM, Google Sheets, payment processors, and automate processes between them. It is visual. You create workflow, you set triggers, you define action. It's logic-based thinking, not programming. You're basically designing digital pipelines. Now let's talk about pricing. There is no fixed pricing in automation, but because every business is different and every business has a different use case. A simple automation might involve connecting a form to an email sequence and a CRM. That could start around $1,000. But when you begin building more advanced systems, multi-step workflows, internal dashboards, team notifications, AI-based lead scoring, automated follow-up sequences, custom integration. Now you're not just setting up a tool, you're designing operational infrastructure. And those systems can easily go to $10,000, even $20,000. Because you're not selling time, you're selling efficiency, you're selling saved hours, you're selling speed. And automation directly impacts revenue or reduce costs. That values becomes very clear. That's why AI automation is one of the highest leverage services you can offer right now. It requires thinking, planning, and understanding workflows. But once you understand it, you become incredibly valuable. And that is when the opportunity rises. This is one such workflow that we have made using an AI. In here, every lead has been captured using a Google Sheet and a Google Form, where a Google information with Google Form is submitted. Where the data will be sent inside this Google Sheet, and it will add a new row, and therefore that row will trigger this whole workflow, and afterwards this response node will send an email to that specific person who replied who submitted the form, saying thanks for reaching out, whether they are down for a quick call or not. And afterwards, we will filter out based on whether the response is true or not. If it is true, we will add them as a qualified for call in progress lead. And if they don't reply, or if they replied as false, we will actually add them as an attempted to contact status lead. Because afterwards, our sales teams can actually talk to them manually by finding them through the CRM system manually. Now let's talk about the third system, voice agents. This is AI moves from text to actual conversation. A voice agent is an AI system that can answer phone calls, speak naturally, understand questions, and respond in real time. Not a robotic press fund for this system, an actual conversational AI. And businesses are starting to use this more and more. Why? Because phone calls are expensive. Every missed call is a lost opportunity. Every unanswered inquiry is a potential revenue gone. Think about it. Clinics miss appointment calls. Real estate agents miss inquiries. Restaurants miss reservations. A service businesses miss call requests. A voice agent can answer those calls 24/7. It can greet the customer, ask qualifying questions, book appointments, collect information, answer common questions, even transfer urgent calls to a human if needed. And it does this instant. No waiting, no hold music, no we will call you back tomorrow. For a business, this is powerful. It reduces the need for full-time reception staff. It prevents mislead. It increases booking rates, and it creates a professional customer experience. Now, here's where your opportunity comes. Most small and medium businesses don't even realize this is possible. They think AI voice assistants are only for big corporations. But today, with modern tools, you can build voice agents without building everything from scratch. There are platforms that let you connect speech to text, connect language model, design conversation flows, integrate with calendars and CR. You're essentially designing how the AI listens, thinks, and responds. Again, this is not about hardcore coding. It's about logic. You decide if the customer says this, respond with this. If they want to book, check calendar availability. If it's urgent, notify the business owner. You're designing a smart receptionist. Let's talk about value. Voice agents are premium because they directly handle revenue generating activity, phone calls. If a system prevents just a few missed calls per day, it can easily pay for itself. That's why pricing here can be strong. Simple call handling setups can start in the lower thousands. More advanced system with booking integrations, CRM updates, multiple language support, and custom workflows can go for much higher. Because again, you're not selling AI. You're selling more answered calls, more booked appointments, more captured leads, and more revenue. Voice agents feel advanced. They feel high-tech. And when you position it correctly, businesses see it as innovation, not expense. This is why voice agents are one of the most exciting AI systems you can build right. It's practical, it's valuable, and it's only going to grow from here. This is Vapi, one such voice agent making platform. In here, you will be able to actually see the cost for your call. You will be able to configure what message it first sends. You can actually give it a system prompt, and if there's human intervention needed, you can actually redirect it to your own call line. You can also select the provider for this model as well. In here, you have a lot of choices. From OpenAI to Inflection AI, you can choose whatever models you prefer from them, and you can configure all of these according to your need. Now talk about the fourth system, custom AI apps. This is where you move from automation to building actual products for businesses. A custom AI app is a tailored solution designed specifically for one's company needs. Not a generic chatbot, not just a but a focused tool that solves one core problem. For example, an AI tool that analyzes customer feedback and gives insight. An internal dashboard that summarizes daily reports automatically. These are not nice to have features. These are operational advantages. And here's the key differences. With custom maps, you are not just connecting tools. You are designing a solution around a business problem. You are asking what is slowing them down. Where are they losing money? What takes too much manual effort? And then you build a system around that. The good news, you still don't need to become a hardcore developer. Today, there are no-code and low-code platforms that let you build interfaces, connect AI models, integrate database, and deploy functional apps without building everything from scratch. It's about combining tools intelligently. Now, when it comes to pricing, custom apps are premium because they are tailored, they are unique, they are built around business-specific needs. You're not selling a template to someone. You're selling a solution. And when the business sees that your app saves hours every week or improves decision-making, the value becomes very clear. This is where you transition from a freelancer to a problem solver, from a task doer to a system architect. And that is really powerful. Now, one such custom AI app builder. Here you can just describe what you want in this chat box over here. You can go ahead and add any kind of images you want in here and ask it to include those access inside the web application as well. And another good thing is that they have already included their pre-made templates in here. So what you can do is, if you do not want to make this from scratch, all you can do is make use of these templates and create your own using these templates. So you won't be making this from scratch.